And it is Black History Month. I hope you grabbed your coffee because today is good goodings, right? We're going to talk about taking a journey to tax freedom because I want you to learn the two tax free ways to leverage and build your wealth because the journey is tax freedom. Let's get that thumbnail up so that they can see it, okay? Plus, let's figure out if you're losing money and losing out on tax deductions together with our new segments I'm bringing out called Wealthy Sees and Wealthy Readers. And as a matter of fact, while we run this commercial, I'm gonna need to grab my readers. So you guys meet me here in just 30 seconds. So we're here, and I talked about on my blog last week the three ways to master ways to wealth on my blog just last week. Now, I gave you the three ways to wealth, but today I want to talk about journeying into the land of tax freedom. Can we get a full screen in production if we're not going to have anything over to the side? Yay, thank you. All right, so I want to talk to you guys specifically today about tax mastery. And I'm not saying tax mastery in a way that you need to become a tax person, right? But one of the ways to wealthy and getting the journey to wealth and freedom and tax freedom is really, really, guys, about this one thing: strategy. There's no difference in tax preparation. Anybody can prepare your taxes, but tax strategy is what you apply to your individual tax situation. Okay? And it's important that you apply the strategy that is specifically for you. Now, I had a conversation this week with a mompreneur, and she's a seven-figure mom. And we just plainly said, and we were entertaining the people around us, unbeknownst to us, but we simply said that the journey to seven figures and the tax journey to seven figures can sometimes feel like bondage, right? If you're growing your business, even in six figures, no matter what it is, it's time to figure it out. Whether you're making five figures, that's $10,000 to $99,999, or whether you're making six figures, which is $100,000 to $999,000, $999 to $1 million. Even where and let me say this: you can make it to $1 million with no strategy. Okay, but how do you keep that million? You need strategy. And so let me say this: the one thing that the tax law was designed for is business owners and commerce. We do live in the United States of America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. But everybody, as we know, because it's Black History Month, let me go to the side, that everyone hasn't always been free. And today, many of us still are not free. We are tied to the wage and we are tied to chasing money, right? And I want you guys to have freedom under the tax law, okay? Because God didn't mean for us to be so stressed out about taxes. Even the word says in the Bible, render Caesar what is Caesar's. You know what God is talking about? He's talking about the tax man. Pay your taxes, right? But I was in conversation this morning with my husband, and I realized Jesus paid his taxes from the mouth of a fish. Did y'all hear me? If you're out there and you're watching this on replay, put fish for me in the comment section. Jesus paid his taxes from the mouth of a fish, and so can you. Okay? And what does your fish look like? Have you gone fishing today? If you're in business, have you gone fishing today? We can say in business, the fish is your customer. Have you gone out for customers? Have you collected all your money? Have you captured all of your tax deductions, captured them, okay? So that the tax man and the tax expense doesn't capture you and keep you from freedom, okay? Also, make sure, yay, thank you for participating, all right? Fish, I see that fish in the comment. Let's talk about how do we collect our fish so we can capture the deductions and keep our money so that our money can keep growing to wealth so that we can stay in the black. Let me show y'all my shirt. Stay in the black. Oh, it's this side. Stay in the black and reach your X. Okay? My company is called X Financial. We help businesses at any figure that are growing and feeling out of shape get financed and fine so that you can get access to capital so that your taxes does not hurt and so that we can keep it simple for you so that you can grow on. All right, I have something that I created this year that I want to introduce to you guys. If you're watching this and you want to make sure you're reaching your X, it's tax and you want to reach it simply. Okay, I want you to go to my website or go to my link tree actually. If we can put up link tree Spicita, if you go to my link tree, either schedule a 10-minute session with someone on my team will interview you, but let me see if you qualify for my simple plan. And basically, we simply prepare your bookkeeping and your tax return, and you have a strategy session with me while we review your taxes. Um, that's a one-time sit-down fee with me, and we do your taxes. And if we don't need to do your taxes, then we'll review the last 3 years so that we can get your books in order and get you profiting and growing on. Okay, so if that's you, I want you to go to my link tree and let me make sure I put that here. Okay, so I want you to link tweet Spicita, if that is you, so that I can help you and we can connect. All right, so the two things that you need to have on your journey that will help you move towards tax freedom is understanding your tax situation and meeting with an accountant to develop a strategy, right? Those that pay the least in taxes are those that have strategy. They're not listening to their friend, they're not following the advice of that someone gave them or even their business bestie, because everybody's what worked for them does not necessarily work for you. Tax advice is just like medicine. You must take your own. You must get your own strategy because that person could have kids that are in college and you may not have any kids. That person may own their home and you don't own a home. That person's spouse may be an entrepreneur and yours is not. So everybody's strategy is different. So one of the ways that you reach your to take the journey, we want to grab a map. And your strategy is your map. So let's first get the map that applies to you. All right. If you don't have a map and you want to have a map, then just link tree me. I'll be happy to work with you. I provide a map, a brief little map with everyone that we do taxes with, because we don't just prepare taxes, we strategize on taxes because I want you guys to reach the land of tax freedom, or to take the journey to tax freedom and actually land in wealthier places. If this is you and you want to land in wealthier places and you're watching this, please put in a comment for me, wealthy places. All right, I'm ready to take you guys to wealthy places. One of the ways to get there is through real estate. Okay, real estate. I talk about business all the time, and and business is the second way to get there. So we want to take the journey to wealthy places. Some of the places that we have to stop along the way is real estate, understanding how our home can help us, our apartment can help us, acquiring real estate can help us lower our taxes and reach tax freedom. Okay, that's one way. The second way is through business. Okay, business, every expense, everything that you expend in business All the money that you expend in business, incur in business, and obligate yourself to in business is tax free. Did y'all know that? Everything that you incur in business, expend in business, and obligate yourself to in business with your money, all the money that you do, incur, expend, and obligate, it is tax free. I get the question all the time, hey, I did this in my business. Is it tax free? The answer is yes. I work my business from home. Does that make my home tax free? The answer is yes. We just got to do a special calculation. The question is, Spicita, I drive my car for business. Is my driving of my car for business tax free? The answer is yes. Okay? Everything that you incur, obligate yourself to, and expend in ways of your money, all your money, let me restate that, all your money that you expend, incur, and obligate to pay in business is tax free. Y'all got that? If you got that for me, put a 1 in the chat. Even if you're watching it on replay, put a 1 in the chat for me. All right, so the two pathways to wealth and to taking the wealthy journey today, I express and I reiterate and I tell you about, and I implore that you, I implore that you apply, right? So that you can be well on your way to tax freedom is real estate and business. Okay? And when I say real estate, I'm not simply just talking about buying real estate. You could be renting real estate. You could be renting the place that you stay. We all have shelter. Let's talk about how your shelter is or can be tax deductible. Okay? Because that is a possibility for you. Okay? Number two, the second way to tax freedom is business. Your side hustle is a business. I get so many people that you're making money, right? And it takes money to make money. And I know that because I'm in business. Even if you're a service-based business, I know that there are consultants out there, real estate agents out there, service providers, doctors, lawyers. We're not buying inventory. We don't have a lot of overhead. We're essentially selling our time, right? And those of us that do that, the number one thing I hear is, there are hardly any deductions for me. I don't have any deductions. You do have deductions. You just got to talk to someone that can help you identify the tax deductions for you and help you develop a strategy that takes that income that you're earning as a contractor, a service provider, and in a business with low overhead to structure and strategize for you to journey into tax freedom. Taxes is the largest expense that you will have in life. Okay, you're going to pay income tax, which is the biggest expense. You'll probably pay more in income tax in your lifetime than you actually pay for your home and your car combined. You probably will pay, and you'll pay overall more in taxes than you pay anything, because taxes come with its two little cousins. The big income tax is the big cousin, and the two little cousins is sales tax and property tax. If you own a home, you're going to pay property tax. As long as it's that home is on some land in the good old United States of America. But what I want you guys to do is X your mark. Determine what your next financial goal is. Book a strategy session. Let's not just prepare our taxes this year. Let's tax strategize. All right? I hope that this has blessed you. My name is Faisita Jackson. I am CEO and founder of xfinancialcpa.com, and that's exfinancialcpa.com. You can easily find us by going to our URL, accountantthisway.com, to watch more blogs and get more information like this. I have a tax-free-ish intensive coming up on March the 4th. 2023, and I would love for you to be in the room if you want to have a strategy for your situation. Now, if you're trying to get the 7-figure fix or the 6-figure fix or the 5-figure fix, or you just feel like you're not getting financed or don't have the paperwork you need to apply for a home or get financed in your business, in this intensive, I will help you have the paperwork that you need as an entrepreneur, as a self-employed person, because that is my target audience that I specialize in helping. So if that's you, go to my link tree. All the links aren't there right now, but if you go there at noon, and if you go there now and it's not there, return back today at noon. The links will be there for you to join and sign up for my tax-free-ish intensive that's coming up on March 4th. And if you would like to work with me to begin to tax strategize versus tax prepare or simply prepare your taxes, then you can go to Linktree Spicita. The link is right there in front of you. And if you ever forget how to spell my name, just remember, if you're looking for an accountant, go to accountantthisway.com. I love you guys. Until next time, don't forget to find your path to tax freedom and get to strategizing. Love you. Bye.